Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining. I'm just basking in the last little bit of sunshine on my balcony and just feeling so incredibly grateful to be here. I want to talk a little bit about change and how scary it is and what a gift it is. So I just want to say, I know how scary change can be. I know our brains and our bodies love what's familiar. We'll always choose what's familiar. And that's because it feels safe. And it's a survival instinct for us from the caveman days where we would choose familiar circumstances over a change because it was so unpredictable and could be detrimental to our survival. And we have so many of these caveman instincts left within us, but the way our brains have developed is that we now have the capability to rewire these things if we want to. So let's talk about change. We literally would not be here without change. We wouldn't have evolved into humans without change. We wouldn't have discovered the opportunity of exploring the world if we weren't open to change. You and I would not be where we are today without change. And I know it's scary, but it's always necessary if you want to have gifts come your way in your life, if you want to have something new, if you crave more, you have to be open to change. And even if you feel afraid, you have to hold your heart close and you have to be so ready, even though the fear is there. You have to be able to soothe yourself and have faith. Faith is such an important part of this human experience. I literally would not be here today if I didn't have faith. I was extremely depressed from ages 14 to 17. Extremely depressed, suicidal. If I had not had faith in myself that I could change my mind from one that was shrouded in darkness to one that could find the light in living again, I would not be here. What happened with me, I believe, is incredibly rare. As I said, I experienced a pretty extreme depression for about 3 years of my life. And one day I had a field trip planned in my high school Spanish class. I chose not to go. I chose to skip it because I knew I would have an excuse ready from that class, and my mom would get a notification saying I wasn't at school, but I would just say I was at the field trip and she would never know. So I used that as an excuse to skip school. I didn't make any plans with friends or anything. I used it as an opportunity to spend a day with myself, just doing what brought me joy, because I felt so incredibly miserable in my home life, in my school. You know, our environment has such a heavy influence on us. I don't think a lot of people realize that. I surely did not realize it until I took that day and I was like, wow, actually, it's a beautiful day. It was absolutely stunning. I went on a long walk from my house to this natural, healthy food store. That also had like a crystal shop in the plaza that it was in, a thrift shop, all the things I really gravitate towards, that brought me so much joy. I hit all those places and I felt like so incredibly happy, like so incredibly alive and fulfilled on that day. I was like, wow, I feel like life really could be worth living if I live for myself, if I choose to bring more happiness into my daily life. And from that day on, I really made an effort to do that. I tried not to dwell so much on the environments that I, at that time, could not escape. I tried to bring more of the influence and the environments that I personally enjoyed into my daily life. It was really hard for the next couple years that I had to endure being in a home that I felt very much uncomfortable in. I moved into a different house actually that was a little bit better, my dad's house, and yeah, that was better. That was a good choice. So that's just to say, change is such a beautiful thing, and I was in such a dark place, but I knew that there could be something better from that one day. Amidst so many years of being miserable for so long, so anxious, so scared every single day, I found the light, and that is how I know that it is possible for other people to find the light within themselves. And and I know, like, it's such an incredibly rare experience to find that in yourself. Traditional therapy never worked for me. It works for some people. Love that for them. But I still think it is really important for us to be able to guide ourselves, to, be able to soothe ourselves and rewrite the negative thoughts in our brains. But it takes influence and guidance from others to show us the way. And I'm here. I am a living embodiment of coming out of that dark place, trusting change, and finding the light within myself. And that's all I want for everyone in this world. I want that. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being with me on this journey. We've already been on a journey of change together through the rebrand. And I just have so much faith that there are good things to come, because I have faith in myself and I have faith in you guys. So thank you for being here. Have a good day.